Hello and welcome to Wolfmoose Pro Tarot. Subscribe and like if you so wish. Um, tonight's reading. I already pulled the moon out. All right. Um, and boy, it's a powerful one. So uh, it is the Buck Thunder Moon. All right. It's the Thunder Moon in some beliefs, Buck Moon in other beliefs, but I like them both together. I think that sounds pretty cool. And this full moon is really powerful. It's got some masculine energy to it, which all moons do, but they're mostly feminine energy because the moon is just so endearing and attractive. We all know that. And it is a term of endearment, and no one ever said the moon is ugly, so you are not ugly. And so I am shuffling up, but I'm going to build this reading around the moon. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm fan them out. I'm going to pick one pile and put it down. Pick the second pile. Put that down. Okay, we are shuffled up. So don't mind the knocks and bumps here and there every once in a while. And tonight we are bringing you the reading from the Samana Tarot by Nicholas Bruno. All right, let's give it double take. Boom, great deck. Okay, right. So the moon, very enchanting. Many songs have been written about. Okay, many great songs. So tonight on this full moon night, I wish you the strength to carry forward, remain calm, remain peaceful, not get swept up in this world. I do myself. Um, and I'm like, yeah, you know, um, so don't allow that to happen to yourself. Because I'm working on it, but I'm just like everybody else. But like tarot cards. Who'd have thought? So what we got is we got the Emperor. Okay, the Emperor is underneath the full moon, and why I don't quite know yet, but we will figure that one out. Okay, so let me line that up. That's what this camera is good for. All right, so the Emperor is underneath the full moon, so the Emperor comes into play in between everything. So there is some tough decisions, some sternness, some the Emperor has no fear, um, but 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 is sometimes is tyrannical, could be tyrannical at times. So if you're worried about what's going on out there, um, yeah, it does feel like a tyranny, doesn't it? But we're all feeling it, but we can stop that too. All right. But let's focus on the moon. And your energy is the emperor because don't forget you have a lot of say in what happens in your life and to you. You really do. It's just, you know, it's it's time to use it. And that's good advice for me too. So as far as that, use the strength of the emperor because one of the things that balances over the emperor's head is the anvil. So right decisions have to be made or the anvil will come down. Um, so don't be led by emotion. It's suggesting right now that the emotion is steady with this full moon. So go forward with logic and we're looking at some success, okay, to start out with. Um, and now I have the King of Pentacles, okay? I want you to see these cards. They're so awesome. All right. Um, so the King of Pentacles, all right, sits on his throne in his black robe, right, is very earth, okay, um, but is also a mystery unto others. And what he is doing is collecting and protecting his bounty, so to speak. Um, so the king, the emperor, and the king of pentacles are working together. Um, so it's I want to see the outcome. But remember, the full moon is leading the path to everyone, and these full moon is leading the path to everyone. And these cards are about you. It's not about the atmosphere. It's about what the atmosphere feels like. And there's a lot of fear and a lot of deception, a lot of that kind of stuff going on. And that is not something we want in our life. So it's so this King of Pentacles and this Emperor, especially underneath the moon, means that achieving what you need to achieve for you is possible. Okay. It's just a matter of seizing opportunities that are put in front of you. One, and me too. All right. Um, and I'm not going to say you anymore because it's kind of insulting, but I am talking to you. Um, so what do we got here now? We got the Ten of Cups. Okay. So the Ten of Cups is representative of what fulfillment can be to you. So it looks to me like the King of Coins and the Emperor together, that masculine energy is working in your favor to fill these cups up. So it starts with fulfillment. So you're looking at it more realistically than you are unrealistically. Like, so I would stay that course because the fulfillment is real. Um, and even though it's crazy out there, it's still that's not on us. That isn't on us. Right? Um, and that's all I'm going to say about that. That's not on us. Um, so, uh, yeah, fulfillment's about you. Um, so happy full moon because I'm like early AM Sunday, right? Doing this because I know I ain't sleeping. So I'm going to talk about insomnia a little bit after this too, right? Um, so let's see. I have got the Page of Swords reversed, so there is no looking backwards. Okay, all the knowledge that you have is already in front of you. Okay, so I am going to put that one um, right here. All right. Um, and I'm doing that for a reason because the Page of Swords reversed is a warning to the King of Pentacles and the Emperor that it's like take a good look at things, but if you're gonna, there's no dive yet. All right, take a good look at things, measure things up for you. All right, it's kind of like this crazy, real strong moon. You can take this energy in, and then you take this energy in. All right, and you're killing it. I'm telling you. Um, all you got to do is believe. And I'm not talking about like believing in me. I'm talking about you believing in yourself. All right. I'm just another person. So Two of Wands means that patience is what is needed right now. So we got Two of Wands right here. Deep view. Boom. Two of Wands. Two of Wands will go between the Emperor and the Ten of Cups. Um, in order to um, slow the situation down, slow it all down. Don't let your thoughts get too much of a hold. Just slow the situation down. You're going to be just fine. All right. You really will. Just slow it down. Good advice for myself. And I keep saying that, but it's the truth. Right. We're never getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. It's like the bottom reading was pretty much about what is happening with you. I know my face. Um, don't be frightened. Uh, so we got the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is about a passionate success with the moon. And you know what? It's all right to be sultry on a sultry summer full moon night. It's okay for that. It's like the air is uptight. Sometimes it's just great to be loose. Just let it flow. Okay. Um, and and just I mean, get in. You know, I was just outside. I couldn't see the moon because it's cloudy. All right, so quick story. Um, and in the backyard are these trees, and they drape over the lawn. All right, so you kind of have to duck under the branches. But once you duck under the branches and walk in, it's like a natural canopy. And what I notice when I sit in that, so I put a couple of chairs out there that I make. Um, and when I sit in that, it's not being in nature, it's being with a tree. Okay. It's like I felt better. I was breathing great. Um, I felt energetic. I mean, that's why I'm doing this reading right now, is because I got energized up. But I think, as soon as I sat out there, it kind of changed my attitude. I felt like I was being naturally protected. Um, and the wind was blowing and the branches were, and the leaves were like rustling, and it is really like a good, calm, clearing, introspective thought, right? About it just cleared my head up. It took it took it away. So so I guess that the plants are here to take care of us. Don't you believe? I think that's true. So I think we should listen to them. I think we're doing it all wrong, but who am I to say? Right? Knight of Wands means that okay, so the knight, I'm going back to the Ace of Wands, past the pursuits that you have um, with the Knight of Wands, all right, on the opposite side of the moon, okay, is uh, it's a freeing feeling. It's a burning off feeling. Um, it's burning off unnecessary energy. Okay, whether that is stress, fear, worry, whatever it is, it all boils down to fear. It's about getting rid of that excess energy. It's like just crushing it down. And once again, no negative talk, but I'm not seeing that in this reading. I'm seeing a lot of confidence. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of people who are ready to make some kind of change, different shifts. Okay. Because I really think we are all set with the bullshit that we are being fed. Um, it's bombarded with actually. So um, it feels like a mortar attack sometimes. But I went out there, man, my head was good. The Knight of Wands is about passionate pursuit. The moon is sending this knight up, okay, in order for the collective to um, uh, get more even keeled, more um, concerned about other people, not as selfish. I mean, there will always be that kind of energy, but we have to admit that that is kind of leading the way. Um, it's really gotten weird out there, but it's all good. It's all good. We're gonna get through this. But so the moon is sending the night wands down a new trail. See what? Find out. Go do some recon and find out what we have to do. Okay. She's being backed up by the Ace of Wands, which means that fires of passion that burn inside the moon, that create that passion inside of us, um, uh, is it's I can't, you keep seeing green feeling. Okay, um, it's you're on your own. This one, which is not a bad thing. Okay, that is the Three of Pentacles reversed. Okay, there's no collaboration. You are the collaboration right now, and you're gonna do just fine. All right. It's like you don't want to deal with any of the bullshit anymore. I think. So put this one right there. And you know what? I'm gonna throw another card, two cards for the moon, but I'm gonna lay them down because I can't cover the moon. All right, Five of Swords came up. reverse, bang, battle's over. So there is no collaboration to be had. Okay, there is simply just um, it's like that Nine Inch Nail song. There is no uh, you. There's only me. It's and why did that come up? Hangman reverse. The waiting period's over. Good to go. It's like the next 4 months can be a creative period. They're going to definitely be interesting. You know it. There's no time to be naive. It's time to trust your natural born instinct. It's when I sit under that canopy sometimes, some things happen to me, like feelings if I travel back to where it all started with mankind or humankind. And it's kind of a strange sensation, but with this card, the next 4 months will definitely be interesting um, to you because the waiting period is over for you. So that is also reversed. And let's see what the final card is going to say. Oh, these are great cards for the bottom row, like the ones that sit on the table. The Ten of Swords is reversed, so it's not going to get any worse. It's the worst is past you. All right. So the worries and concerns, it's like don't come to and fall back down on your swords. Don't do that. Um, it's you already experienced that. Some kind of feeling that you were a failure, or it's everything you were doing was wrong, or uh, uh, and maybe that's so because uh, you know, but it's you could let that go because you do know you're bright enough to know what you want. So go get that. And no matter what it is, warning is don't be selfish. That just hit me out of the blue. I don't know why. Don't be selfish, or the path will continue. All right. So it's time to be not you don't have to give it, just don't be selfish. All right. If you give, make sure you give back, but at least put effort into the community. Um, that one, and the community is worth it, and you know it. Uh, and the I don't know why I'm so like boom. Okay, I've been getting this one reversed a lot. Three sword reversed. Looks like a heartache and hardships are over. Um, it really does look like this challenge the moon is bringing you is for you to find out what your own fulfillment and own success are. Okay. But where does the passion between both of those lie? All right. There's got to be a split between the two. I mean, they will combine, um, but the fire in both of those um, fulfillment and success need to blend together. Okay. Um, uh, with the passion, yeah, it's not a good time to collaborate. Um, you don't need to get into any battles with anybody, so that's what that card's about. It's like it's just not time to collaborate with anybody or anything. It's as far as business sake goes, don't do it. It's just give it like a little bit more time, okay, before you make a decision on anything and decide to launch it. All right. It's so I'm getting all kinds of crazy things coming through tonight. So with all of that being said, the last card, okay, do, 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 is Judgment reversed, which is good. Looks like you've already made your mind up on what you want. And so go get it. I'm so with you with that. Go get it. So, that being said, I hope you all have a very relaxing full moon. And what I did is I wrote down three things that I would like for the community to experience um, on a piece of paper that is folded three times in this envelope. It's then sealed the envelope. As you can see, the envelope is sealed. Um, and what I am going to do is the next time I have a fire is I'm going to put that in the fire. But tonight this goes in front of the candle on the altar. Okay, just so that it becomes so. Right. I'm a fortunate person, um, and I feel that. Uh, and I want you guys to be fortunate too. All right. So I'm with you every step of the way. And that being said, I am saying all good things. And oh yeah, you guys with insomnia, a lot of people have insomnia. They get hit up left and right. It's like I have insomnia. So I'm like, that's it. I said it's not just the moon; it's the stress involved in certain things. Um, but blame it on the moon because we all do that every once in a while. Don't. All right. With that being said, I am wishing you guys